My name is Beth Bourne. I'm actually sorry to see the counselors leave because I'm here to speak today about the resolution on school counselors. So, one of the things it says, if you look down on the resolution, it says that the school counselors will help the parents focus on ways to further the education, personal, and social growth of their children. Last Friday, I think Trustee Moon mentioned this, there were, I think I read a third of the children in Davis high school and middle schools were, they did a student-led, and I'm putting that in quotes because we really know the truth about this protest, right? I mean, you can see, look at this photograph, Trustee Moon. Who do you see there? That's Kelly Ferguson. These are two teachers from Da Vinci, school counselors. The signs that the students had, I mean, we have to ask, what resources did they use? Was it school resources, the paper, the ink? But some of these signs, these are Davis High kids. You can see Davis High on their shirt. It says, fuck ICE, fuck ICE. And this one here says, Trump is a pendejo and morons are governing America, MAGA. So, I didn't get a notification. My son attends Davis High School. Nobody notified me that the students were going to be allowed to walk out of the school. In fact, you can read right here the statement that came out, and it's interesting Superintendent Best isn't here, but this came out an hour after the event occurred, saying that they had been aware since Wednesday that the students were planning a protest and that Principal Geigel and other teachers would be escorting these students, minors, without, in my case, without parents' permission, without parents' notification. So, I'm asking for a full investigation. I want to know exactly how many students left the campus without the permission of their parents. I want to know how many parents were upset that we think that you are going to care and safeguard our child when they're at school, and yet you allowed them to exit the school campus without notifying us. My question too is, if these signs say, Trump is a pendejo, fuck ICE, would you have had the same kind of support if these signs said, Obama is a nigger, liberals should go suck dick, I'm going to wear my MAGA hat to school? Would you have that same kind of support, or is it only depending on what our California Teachers Association wants to support, what these trustees, these Democrats want to support, or do you think it's true? Because I got a notice actually saying the N-word was written on campus 2 days earlier and a queer LGBT word. I was notified about that, but I wasn't notified that kids were going to be walking around Davis with signs that saying Trump is a pendejo.
Time's up.
That means an asshole. Thank you.
Are there any items trustees wish?
Hi, good evening. My name is Beth Bourne, and I'm here tonight to voice my support for Holly Andreatta. No one will argue that she has not been a community member who has shown dedication and integrity for over 30 years, both as an educator and as elected official and a volunteer. We are living in unprecedented times when political differences are tearing families apart. Children, adult children and teens are estranging themselves from parents, not because of abuse, but because of differences in views on faith, family, and a society that once allowed for a healthy debate now has led to outright division and estrangement. So I've watched the videos from the Twin Bridges high school meeting. I've read Holly's statement. You can see that her comments were grossly misrepresented. She didn't attack anyone. She encouraged students to think critically and look for truth, to be open to diverse viewpoints and open dialogue, and to have the courage to stand by your convictions. She also stressed that differences in beliefs and opinions do not equate to hatred. I'm in this overflow room, and if you go back in that room, you'll see that there's several Antifa, Trans-Tifa-like men in full masks. You could go onto their social media today. It's called NorCal Resist. And this is the kind of the image that you see on the profile picture. It shows to abolish ICE, and it shows someone being attacked with a slingshot. So as I'm sitting in that room, these men.
If we could ask everyone to be quiet to let her make her comments.
Yeah, so these men They've got these masks on. I've been personally attacked at a Turning Point USA event. I've had my tire slashed. I get death threats. These men are standing and they're trying to intimidate women or anybody who wants to speak out because they believe in our country. They believe in democracy. They love our country. They love our family. They love faith. They love freedom to have free speech. And what they're trying to do is silence anybody from speaking. And I know this room would have 3 times more people if people weren't scared because of what we have on this, and I don't know what you want to call it. It's a far left kind of movement that says that you cannot have religion. You can't be Jewish. You can't be Muslim. You can't be a Christian. You can't talk about the fact that you love your family or you love your faith. All of these ideas are being threatened, right? And instead, we're teaching our children to hate themselves, to hate their parents, to hate their school, to hate their government. And I just want to ask everyone here, look who is the violent one. Look who is threatening us and look who is scaring us.
Yeah, right. Yeah, Minnesota.
All right, folks, I will remind you to please remain quiet while people are making their comments. We don't want any outbursts, no clapping.
Look at yourself. Are you dark-skinned? Do you identify as a person of color? Are you white-skinned and identify as a white person? Are you a person with a birth defect who identifies as somebody with a disability? Why can't we be transracial? Why can't I ask a dermatologist to darken my skin so I can identify as a black person? Why can't I ask the doctor to chop off my left leg so I can identify as disabled? You think these ideas are absurd, to identify into a different race or a different disability? But you think it's fine to tell children in this town that they can identify into a different sex. You are telling children that they can be an effeminate boy and identify as a girl, or they can be a tomboyish girl and identify as a boy. Why do you think it's okay to believe that we can be transgender, change our gender, but we can't change our race? Why can't I be transracial? Why can't I be black? You are doing the work of Big Pharma. You are promoting a medical scandal. And to have your children taking part in this is child abuse. Why would you ever, especially if you are a butch woman, if you are a woman who likes wearing your hair short and doesn't wear dresses and doesn't wear makeup, why would you be here promoting and encouraging the idea that girls should take testosterone so they can become boys, that girls should have mastectomies, have their healthy breasts cut off so they can become men? Why would you as a police officer ever want to encourage this? Do you want to talk? Oh. You are taking away my First Amendment rights to watch this. I am on public property. That is harassment.
Your harassment.
You call the police. I want to watch what's happening here. Get this umbrella out of my face.
Wow.
Call the police now. Call the police now. I have a first. Call the police. Call the police. Call the police. Call the police now. Call the police. Somebody call the police. Call the police now. Girls are losing their breasts at Davis High School. Girls cannot consent to having their breasts amputated. Children are being sterilized. No child is born in the wrong body. You are a bunch of sick, twisted cult believers. No child is born in the wrong body. And that I'm on public property and I just want to be able to record what's happening because I don't believe that children should be sterilized with cross-sex hormones.
Water for the pup?
No, but you know what?
I just noticed that she's picking up her paws because the concrete's pretty hot.
It's actually a boy.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I can't tell because the tail.
But you know what? My daughter was offered top surgery when she was 14 years old at Kaiser Permanente. They wanted to amputate my daughter's breast.
Okay.
So I'm more worried about the girls at Davis High School that have lost their breasts than my dog's paws. So I'm okay with him suffering and maybe even getting second-degree burns on his paws because girls are having their breasts permanently removed.
Okay.
Do you know anybody who's had a mastectomy?
Sorry?
Do you know anyone who's had a mastectomy?
No.
What do you think about high school girls having cosmetic mastectomies because they're trans boys?
That's going to be up to each individual themselves. I can't speak on it because I haven't experienced it.
So you think a 15-year-old could consent to it?
It's not for me to say.
We're not here to talk about
Yeah.
our beliefs. We're here to.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I really appreciate you telling me that your views on transgenderism and what's happening to our kids.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty sad. You're lucky you got to grow up to be healthy men, a healthy man and a healthy woman, because there's kids right now, they're being told they're born in the wrong body, and if they take cross-sex hormones that are not FDA approved and puberty blockers, that they can change their sex when they're 13 years old, and then when they are 17, they can have a vagioplasty, which is takes your penis, they slice it, they invert it, and they make a fake vagina that actually doesn't function and it smells bad. Well, my God believes that a young girl should grow up to be a healthy woman and a young boy should grow up to be a healthy man. Why? We never had transgender children until the last couple of years.
I attended the Pride Festival this weekend, and it was fabulous. A very family-friendly environment. There were a great variety of people there, great musical acts. It was a good time. I want to thank the city for their proclamation recognizing June as Pride Month. As a queer person myself, it is important to me that the city recognize its institutional support for people like me. As transphobia in this community continues to exist, I'm very thankful for any efforts that are there to combat it and remind everyone that Davis is for us all.
Excuse me one second, Greg. I'm going to ask for you to take your seat and not be just. You can grab it. Thank you, Beth.
Decide for the camera to be on.
No, I don't.
That is not fair. I have every right.
You need to stop disrupting the meeting so we can continue. Please find a seat somewhere. If you want to hold your sign up, that's fine. You're not going to walk back and forth behind the camera. Sorry, Gregory.
That's okay.
You may continue.
As I was saying, Davis is for everyone, and I'm thankful for the City Council recognizing that tonight. Thank you very much.
Why are we telling children that they can have cross-sex hormones and puberty blockers and become a boy? Why are we lying to children? Why did you give children free ice cream and rainbow chalk so they could live a lie? Hi, can you tell me what's going on here today?
It's school,
Yeah, well, why are you wearing that shirt today?
because I like to be in clothing.
What does it say?
It says all are welcome here.
Do you think all parents want to see this at their school?
Yep,
Really?
yep. Can I have you move because we've got traffic backing up? People are trying to
I had
jump
a
off.
mother send me a note saying she doesn't want this at her
Okay,
school.
you can send her my way.
What's your name?
I'm the principal. You know
Oh.
my name. We talked.
Oh,
So I need you to move because you're blocking traffic. Thank you. Have a great day.
how many teachers were wearing these
I
kind of
need you to
t-shirts?
go ahead and move your vehicle. Have a great
Okay,
day.
I'm going to come visit you in the office in a second.
Have a great day.
I'll come see you. Screaming about?
She was just screaming at staff.
Oh, is that
We
allowed?
weren't told details,
No.
but when we arrived, we assumed it was you, Miss Beth Bourne.
Yeah, you know my
Protesting,
name?
yes.
Yeah.
Protesting for Pride Month.
We all know it's about hate, so it's fine.
No, I don't hate anybody. I'm worried about the boys of my community who think that they could become women because they're effeminate and they like wearing makeup and they like wearing drag. There's lots
you're
of
wearing shorts and a tank top. Isn't
exactly.
that masculine?
No, it's not. Because I know I'm a
You're
woman.
shivering, ma'am. You're
No, I'm going to be
shaking.
right here.
You're going to be okay.
We have boys that are having their penises cut off.
okay.
We have women,
You have a camera
young
that's
girls
shaking,
who are
and I
losing
think
their
you're under
breasts.
duress right now.
I am, because I know children that are having their parts cut off and taking hormones. My children are upstairs. I don't want them.
sorry.
I spent $3,000 to stay here. I'm not having my child see a man pretending to be a woman. This is completely offensive to me.
I'm sorry. Then you should leave.
No, because I paid $3,000 to be here. I'd like to talk to the manager.
He's right there.
Okay, why do you think it's okay to pretend that you're a woman?
We were invited here.
You were invited here? Who invited you here?
The manager.
The manager thought it was okay to have men pretending to be women in front of children, even though we know there are boys that are having their penises cut off because they are effeminate, because they like wearing makeup, because they like having their hair styled like this, because they like high heels.
Your point?
Are your breasts real or are they fake?
Miss, let's go on the side. Let's go talk on the side.
No, I paid $3,000. I'm not leaving the lobby. No, I want to talk to a manager. I want to know why this was allowed at this hotel.
Okay, miss, I'm a manager and we can talk about it on the side. If you can pull the phone
No,
down, we can
I'm not. This is the lobby. I'm happy to be here.
Okay.
I just want everyone to know what hotel we're at. Oh, this is the Lohalani?
You paid $3,000.
I paid $3,000 so I can believe in biological reality. I am a real woman. You are fake.
I know.
So why are you doing this to women? It's so degrading.
Let's go.
No, don't touch me.
Okay, I'm sorry for the...
Call the police.
They're on their way.
Call the police.
Beth, please get a life.
This is my life. This is my life.
What you need to do is you need to go home. You need to read the New Testament and you need to read about loving your neighbor.
Exactly.
But people can't change their sex. If you're born a woman, you grow up to be a man.
We'll never be defeated.